In this tutorial, I'll show you how to easily edit multicam videos in CapCut for Windows PC or Mac. Welcome to this video. My name is David and I hope you're well wherever you are around the world. Now, let's assume you've got multi-camera footage that you've recorded either on your phone, camera or whatever, but the footage is multi-camera. You've got wide angles, close-ups and all that. Now, for this video, I'm going to be using a video from cinestudy.org and they do have some footage here that you can use. The only thing they request is you kinda credit them and use the hashtag cinestudy wherever you post the videos. And to download the files, they're on Google Drive. Just click on download or raw footage here and you get to this link. And there are two versions. There's this one with 4 camera angles and then there's this one with 4 camera angles as well. And then the master audio files instead of kind of using the audio from the footage. And you'll see this because maybe they were recording the audio externally for the different performances that were being done right there. So we've got that out of the way. If you don't have footage to try out or follow along, then you can get footage from cinestudy.org. Now I'll go back to CapCut and I do have my videos right here. I've downloaded them for the purposes of this video, and I'll just click on create project. And once I click on create project, I'm just going to drag the footage I want. I want to work with Camino Fuente, Cam 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I scroll down slightly, this is the audio for those 4 multicam clips. And I'll just drag and drop it right there. In CapCut, there are 2 ways to make multicam edits. Now, the first one, with my files on the media bin, I can just left click inside here and just highlight all this and then right click and click multi-camera clip. And once I do that, the new dialog box, create multi-camera clip, and you've got a couple of options to select. The sync option is either auto or audio. And then we have the option to toggle the proxy on. Toggling the proxy on helps if you're working with huge files that are of high quality and you don't want your machine to kind of hang when you're editing and you want to edit your videos smoothly. You can turn this on, but if you're satisfied, you can just click on create. Now, let me cancel. The next option is if you have your media on the timeline and you kind of don't need to arrange them in order or whatever way that you want. Now, if you have them on the timeline, just left click again and highlight all the clips on the timeline and then right click, create multi-camera clip. Once I do that, you'll get the same dialog box, but there's only one difference in the sync option here. So there's auto, audio or fast marker. So if you've got markers right here, then you can use fast marker. So my assumption is we're not doing anything else. I'm just going to leave it at auto and then click on create. It's creating and there we have it. Now you'll notice that the player has changed up here, and instead of all the clips here, we now have more or less multi-camera clip right here. You can see the 4 different cameras, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you already know what you're working with. It's just the 4 clips right there, and I believe you can go up to 9 camera angles, which is really, really awesome. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand this a little bit by double clicking. And the reason for this is because I want to see if the audio aligns to what we want it to. So I'll just move this up and we can see our audio file here. That is more or less the mix. And then the videos have audio files with them. So I'll just select here and zoom in. I want to zoom in and just come back slightly somewhere about, should be somewhere about there. Now the reason for this is to counter check if yes, the audio begins where it should begin. And if I actually look at this, I believe the audio is in order. Yeah, when I look at everything, it looks to be in order. So the next thing is, instead of having multiple audio files in my footage, I can either decide to mute the track right there, right there, right there. So all these tracks are muted, or alternatively, if you don't want to use the mute button, right here, you can just hover over this and then bring down the audio, bring down the audio, bring down this audio as well, and this final one. So obviously you may not end up making a mistake not knowing what you're doing. So everything is okay as it is. So we can actually get out of the multicam clip kind of timeline by just clicking on this back button right there, and we have everything that we need to begin our edits. So you can see where officially our audio kind of begins, like right there. So we can come up to somewhere like there and just split this and delete the original and go back home, and then just bring this down slightly. So let's assume we want the first camera angle to be camera number 3, this one right here. So I can just click on this and just click on that. Once I do that, this changes everything, and we now have our first angle as that. So for us to make the multicam edits, all we need to do is just press on the space bar for the video to play, and as the video moves along, you just click on whatever camera angle that you want, and I'll click on play. Let's stop it right there. It looks really good, and I can actually split this and delete this, go back home, kinda just move in slightly to almost somewhere here, split this as well, delete this, and if we actually play this, now you'll kind of notice that this particular clip right here is kind of hovering over the camera's moving and all that. So let's assume you think that's a mistake, or you want to take it out or swap the camera. So I can just click on this clip, and let's say I bring back the original, and if we play this now, now something else you can do is right about here, you can also make a cut in between clips. Let's press on this or press on Control B depending on what you want, and once you do that, you can kind of change the angle. Let's play this. And I think that looks really good. So super simple, just changing the camera depending on what you want. You can split, change the camera angle depending on what you're working on, and obviously once you're done making your edits, you can add your text, your effects, everything that you want, and then export your video. But that is how you can easily edit multicam videos in CapCut for Windows PC or Mac. I hope this video is of value to you. Thanks for watching.